beautiful souls. So a friend checked in on me and said, don't be afraid to post and tell people what you're going through. There's a huge community that cares about you. And I don't share a lot about my personal life, but earlier this week I posted about my cat who's now in palliative care, and he's back there asleep in that black blanket. He's somewhere in there, just honoring his time and keeping the house quiet. I'm uber private, and I think there is a level of vulnerability to show certain sides of you. So yeah, here I am. It's also like situations like this where I feel like it is time to share how deeply impacted I am by the loss and suffering of animals. And before you say anything about the care I'm giving my cat or the choice to do palliative care, we're working with our vet, who is very supportive and agrees with us that this is the best course of action for our cat right now. But I also want to say that I understand that palliative care is not an option for everyone. I am incredibly grateful that I have the opportunity to adjust my schedule and be at home and create an environment for my cat to pass peacefully. We're in the final days, and right now palliative care makes sense, and we still may have to make that decision at some point, but for right now, he's still getting up and having drinks. He greets us at the door every once in a while. He meows for pets, and he gets annoyed at me when I have to unstick his claws from his blanket. But here's what I really wanted to say. I have been working in animal welfare for well over 25 years. And even before it was formally in animal rescue, I rescued and I rehabbed and I loved on all kinds of animals. Some of us are just wired that way. We feel the energy and the love for animals differently. And that doesn't make us better. It just makes us different. For some of us, that means we can't go to zoos. We can't see animals as sideshows or entertainment, and we cannot deny the immense grief that arises when we see animals suffering or we lose one of our pets. And I see people get really angry when we talk about pet grief, because somehow they think that it's implied that when we hold space for the loss of a pet, that we are minimizing the unspeakable pain of human loss. And that simply isn't the case. Both things can be true. Sorrow is not either or. It just is. And I know for me personally that this is probably mixed up in some trauma from my inner child, and I'm trying to work through that right now. Because like I said, I'm uber private, and there's things that I don't share that I've been going through. But I know that there are many of you out there who understand this and feel as I do, because how many of us are now starting to hold the space for Howie as she begins her next molting process that she may not survive. The heart knows no difference. Grief is grief and sorrow is sorrow. So Rosie, thank you for that gentle nudge to share. I know some people won't understand, but for those who do, for those who feel deeply the loss of their pets and need that space, for those whose hearts break at the suffering of animals, for those who are holding space while we watch a beloved crab try to molt just one more time, I see you. There is nothing wrong with you. Compassion shows up in so many ways. The world needs all of us. That's how we mend what's broken. I love you. I'll be back soon. Hugs to my kitty.